So it's towards the end of May here, and today I'm out here working on one of my food plots on a Michigan property where it's a great area, close to some good bedding cover. The problem with it is that it's adjacent to a bunch of big wide open fields that you can see out here, and then a road not too far over there. So what you have is that this food plot here behind me is out in the wide open. So in years when this farm field is in corn, I've got good protection. But in years when it's in beans, it's too wide open. So that's what we have this year. What I need to do now is plant a food plot screen to kind of block this food plot and allow deer to feel more safe using it during daylight, and to keep, curious people and poachers, potential poachers, from seeing it from the road. So I'm planting a mixture of Egyptian wheat and sorghum, which is going to grow out to be this big tall wall of vegetation that will keep this whole area nice and secluded. So today what I got to do is try to disc up a stretch of about 10 to 16 feet wide around as much of this food plot as I can, and then try to get that stuff planted before the rain comes tomorrow. So that's the game plan, and I gotta get to work. So I've been discing for a while here, and it actually went better than I expected. Sometimes I have a hard time just using this little ATV disc, cutting off a bunch of vegetation and stuff, but I got stuff sprayed a couple weeks ago, and it took pretty well. So was able to get everything, as you can see this nice line behind me, everything disced up pretty good over there and back behind me here. So I think I'm ready now to start throwing down some seed. Alright, well, got the seed, and now it's time to start broadcasting. So the plan is basically just to, I had to figure out how much acreage I have here of this plot screen area, and with stuff like this, like Egyptian wheat and sorghum, you don't want to overseed it because it'll stunt the growth of those plants. So I had to calculate how much area I have. Now I know how much seed I need. That's here in my little broadcaster sack here, and I'm gonna start just walking back and forth, laying seed. So here goes. Now fertilizer. So I've got my seed in the ground, I got my fertilizer on the ground. Now all that's left to do is very lightly disc that seed into the soil, just so it's about 1/2 inch under that soil level. And then I'm going to run over the whole section with the tires of my ATV to make sure it's packed down and it's got good soil, seed to soil contact. So that's the last part of the job, and then we'll be done. Well, with that, I am all done. So I got it disked, planted, fertilized, and cultipacked all before lunch. So not too bad of a day. And now I'm just gonna be waiting for rain. This whole section over here I'll be planting, and that in the far corner, that farther behind me, all that stuff I'm gonna be planting in August. That'll be oats and winter greens, which is a mix of brassicas. So right now, just had to get these plot screens in the ground and growing for the next 2 months. So hoping that the rain will be hitting tomorrow like it's supposed to. And now I'm gonna have a really nice secluded set of food plots. These deer are gonna come in here and basically have a wall of vegetation around them. They're not gonna see the road. They're not gonna see these big wide open fields. So they're gonna feel more comfortable moving during daylight, and hopefully, won't be spooked by other people. So I'm pretty excited about getting this in here. I think it really is gonna help these food plots. When I have put a screen in, it's been a big impact. So I highly recommend trying this. If you've got a food plot that's kind of out in the open, or that you want to, visually block, or maybe make it so that
the deer can't see you walking to your tree stand from your food plot, a screen can really make a big difference. You can use what I did, Egyptian wheat or sorghum. You can plant corn, you could plant cedar trees, all sorts of different stuff will achieve that same goal. But it's definitely a handy tool to have. So I'm excited it's in the ground already, and now I don't know, come back a couple months and hopefully it'll be nice, thick, and tall.